Hi guys, and welcome back. It's J&D Moto again. This is the last of last week's daily races. The new races have dropped now, so you won't be seeing any more of these. But this was a pretty good race, so I thought I'd put it up. I've qualified in 16th. That's me in the J&D Moto Toyota AE86. So I've sort of bumped up to a pretty good lobby now, so my qualifying time's got me at the back of the pack. But that's okay, my race pace is pretty decent, so let's see how this one goes. Give us a decent view there. I actually raced from the in-car cockpit view, but this one you can see a little bit more of what's going on with the other cars and stuff, and it's probably better for a replay, so I'll stick with this one for the time being. Okay, so turn one there, I'm being super cautious. Actually probably risking being tapped from behind because I braked a little early, but survived it, so it's all good from here on in, and I'm just concentrating on what's ahead of me now. Cool. I know some people have sort of, everyone's commenting on the new penalty system, and that's okay. But personally, I quite like it. Actually, hang on a sec. We'll get back to that. There's a little bit of action coming up. So these guys are aggressively fighting for position, which is a bit risky on the first lap, but it can be beneficial. And as we go into this turn, you can see old mate is a bit loose, and he can't get it stopped, and he's hit the Lamborghini and pushed everyone wide. So he's copped a 3-second penalty for that. No? He's only copped a 0.5 second penalty, so it must have just been for going off the track. But anyway, I thought he's gifted me 2 positions. In actual fact, it's only 1 because the Lamborghini has the legs down the back straight and he takes me back. Yeah, so through here I'm a little bit cautious because I want to get on the gas early to give me a decent chance of trying to compete with the horsepower of that Lamborghini in a straight line. I'm really wanting to get in behind these guys and get the slipstream so that I can kind of keep with them. I had to really back out of it there so as not to hit old mate in front of me too hard and get a penalty myself. So that sort of ruined the slipstream. But anyway, he serves his penalty and we slot up into 14th place. So that's essentially 2 places on the first lap, and I'm happy with that. Now, yeah, the penalty system, as I was saying, there's a lot of guys. I think the guys who are already good, clean racers are probably a little bit put off by it because they sort of can't make the light contact that they're used to or have a bit of rubbing and racing, and they sort of can't get away with that anymore without the penalty. So I get that, but in a lot of ways it's meant that everybody else can't get away with just rubbing their way past you either, and it's sort of forced everyone to be a bit more careful and make sure they're just not making contact. And for 90% of the players, I think that was needed. Something was needed to make them really concentrate on no contact. So, yeah, I get that the guys who are clean, racing hard, they give each other room and there's a little rubbing here and there. I get that those guys are a little disappointed about it, but I think all in all, now when people race, they're conscious of not hitting people, and that's a super good thing for Gran Turismo because it had gotten to be a little bit ridiculous. Anyway, everybody's tyres have come up to speed now. We're all feeling pretty good, and we're settling into the race. This was a long race, 12-lap race in the GR4. Being a GR4, it seems a little longer, but that's okay. I kind of like the longer races. It gives you a chance to have some racecraft and to sort of settle into making good, clean moves and conserve your tyres, and all those things matter. So anyway, I'm on to this guy. I thought about the over and under there, but I wasn't really close enough to do it. Oh, hey, he's a bit squirrely. Yo. So that's giving me a run on him, and now I'm just going to, I'm not going to get much of a run, because like I say, I think he's got the horsepower advantage, but I'll stick it out. And he knows better than to try and go around the outside of me there. So we've grabbed another place and we're up into 13th. Remember, we started 16th, so 3 places already. That's definitely good. And I'm working on trying to get into a rhythm and letting the race come to me at this point. But we have caught another Lamborghini. Right here, I'm thinking, get on the gas hard, stick with him. Maybe I can dive down the inside. But I'm definitely not close enough, so I just set up for a good exit in the corner. He's a bit defensive, and that's okay. In the end, he was very defensive and braked really early as well, so I sort of just stuck with the outside of him. and I'm able to get in his slipstream here. It won't be enough to make a brake lunge at him, but it'll definitely keep me close. And now I'm thinking more towards a slipstream down the main straight. He's made a mistake there, so we can get a good run on him here. Got to be careful not to get too good a run, because you'll meet him mid-corner at the apex, and you'll have to roll out of it, and that'll lose all your advantage. So now, see, there is where I want my run, and I've got it. Shift up a gear, go for as much slipstream as I can, and see if I can't pull alongside him in the braking area. Oh, I'm not really down far enough. So I'm just going to force the point a little bit there and make him take the outside line. And I actually did park it a little bit on the apex too, so that he couldn't sort of pull the classic over and under on me. And anyway, that's another place. Yeah, maybe I don't think that was aggressive. No, that's just a typical pass, so we're happy with that and we move on. We're in 12th position now, 4 places up. We set our sight on Old Matey in 11th. You would have to think at this stage that the pass is going to get to be a little bit more difficult. I'm not going to catch these guys in great leaps and bounds, because like I say, this is a pretty good lobby. It's all A+ kind of guys. And I think, if I remember rightly, there's an Aussie guy, Constantino, or I can't quite remember his name, but I think there's an Aussie guy on pole with a high 136, something like that. Might have been a 37 flat, I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm a good 2.5 seconds off that for my qualifying time. A little bit more, actually. So yeah, that's why I got stuck with qualifying 16th, but my race pace is definitely better than my qualifying time, especially on this track in this GR4. But anyway, we're going to try and make some good consistent laps, and just, there's no point in pushing too hard. You just risk a mistake and risk destroying your tyres, so it's best off to just run good, fast, consistent laps that you think you can manage, and let the guys make the mistakes and come back to me. We've got a good run on him there, and that's all we really needed to get up close enough so that we can slipstream him for a lap or two and have a think about where we can get him. This is like it's just one long left-hander. It's like a triple apex long left-hander, but he's glitching a little bit there. Okay, so there's a bit of that going on from time to time, so you just got to be careful. You think, I'll make... He's run wide and I'll lunge down the inside. In actual fact, it'll be a glitch, and yeah, that can be annoying. Okay, got a run on him. Going to give it a try down the inside. He didn't fight that too hard, so that's good. Still got to concentrate on getting the exit out of that corner, which is sort of the most important part, and it's definitely a part that I struggle with on this track with this car. Like I say, I don't have the horsepower, so I've got to get a good exit from that corner, otherwise they'll usually pass me straight back. Yeah, hitting my marks there, really conservative there, but that's okay. On the gas early, pull third gear, fourth gear, hold fourth gear and turn in. It's tempting to pull fifth gear there, but it's never really been a benefit of me, so now I'm hard, up to the limiter, pull fifth gear just here, and hold it. Now again, it's tempting to pull sixth gear here, because I actually get to the limiter, all shift lights on about now, but I just hold it out in fifth gear. Anything that I would gain by pulling sixth gear, I'll waste in the gear shift up and down anyway, so we just hold it. This car has a fairly big over rev, so what I mean by that is by the time you get to all shift lights on, there's still a fair bit of revving going on before you'll hit a rev limiter, so I just hold it there. Yeah, that's a pretty good run through that corner there. Keep my corner speed up, and I definitely made up a little bit of ground on the guys in front, so we're moving ahead. I believe at this point, yep, we're into 11th position, so we've gained 5 places. And all things being equal, provided we don't have some sort of major mistake of our own, it's going to be a pretty good race for my for where I am and for my driver rating at the moment. Give you an idea, I am A rated. but man, I'm working hard to make the step up to that A plus, and it's difficult. All the A plus guys are probably like, yeah, whatever, but I think if they're honest, everybody will admit that it is pretty hard to get to that A plus, and you need to be consistent and make consistent good races for quite a while. So anyway, that's my goal at the moment. It's not just outright one lap pace, it's to not blow races and ruin my driver ratings at the moment. Yep, concentrating on the driver rating. I'm not sandbagging either, by the way. So I didn't deliberately qualify bad to be at the back so that I could make positions. That's absolutely not what's happened. It's just that was the best qualifying I could get. Old mate's outbraked himself there. I think he was having a bit of a battle with our Lamborghini friend. He's outbraked himself, and I've gotten another free position, basically, and I am into 10th. Top 10 time. Definitely seen a lot of Lamborghinis on this one. The old Porsche Cayman, sorry. A Porsche Cayman and a Lamborghini, so they're working their horsepower advantage on the long straights, but the 86 is a good handling car, and through all the middle of this section of the lap, I definitely make up time. So here, I'm conscious to get a good line through that corner so that I can get hard on the gas now, and I can attempt to get right behind this guy for the braking area, the hairpin, possibly make a lunge, but yep. He leaves the door open for me. I'm down there. I kind of blocked past him a little bit. I ran a little bit deeper than I would have liked, but we made the pass and we made it clean, so now I'm just waiting. There he is. I expected that to happen. I ran deep and my corner exit wasn't great, so they've both gotten back past me. And the work begins again. Not to worry. It is a long lap. You don't want to get stuck for too long fighting with people, just because you're losing ground to the leader. But hey, so all right, I want to ask, and I'll play that again, but I'll ask you guys your opinion of that maneuver. So let's go back there, and we'll just look at that corner again. That's the one there. So now, I know he can't see me at this point, and he's committed to turn in, but I feel like there was enough room, and I had enough of a run on him to go down the inside at that point. Do you think that was warranted or not? So, I mean, just there we make contact. But like I say, I guess I've gotten far enough down for me to feel justified, and he left a line on the inside, so I feel like I've also left him lines on the outside. If you know what I mean. I don't blame him for turning in there. He's trying to apex there, and that makes sense. And so there was light contact. There's no triple screens or anything like that, and sometimes it's hard to be aware of what's around you. He would have felt that I was definitely behind him on corner entry, and he would have gone about his business. But yeah, so there's a little contact there, which I don't love. But there was no penalty given to me, and I understand that, and I don't really feel like I should have to relinquish that position, so I continue on. Now, if I'd have gone down in there and understeered into the side of him, and made like heavy contact or pushed him wide or anything like that, I definitely would have relinquished that position. But I think I kept the car together and it was under control, and it's just that I've sort of popped up on him a little unexpected, and his arc has met with my arc, and we've made a little bit of light contact. So, yeah, I mean, I see what you think about that. But even the new penalty system didn't penalise me for that, so that's something to say there. And I don't think that was either too aggressive or even that I was at fault attempting that move, so I haven't relinquished the position. Let me know what you think about that one in the comments if anyone at all actually watches this video. Anyway, so we're securing our spot in the top 10, and in actual fact, I've pulled a little over a second on that Lambo already. So I feel like we did have more pace on him at this stage of the race, and that maybe he's gotten to the point where he's tuning up tyres. He was fighting with this guy here, Mark Martin, in the Lancer. He's been fighting with this guy basically all race, so I think they probably are getting to the point now where their cars have plateaued a little bit. I mean, I've been having to push through the field as well, but I've had a pretty clean run. and I'm pretty good with conserving my tyres. So my car still feels really good, and I'll run a consistent pace from here right through to the end. I don't get really a big drop off. Again, always a little faster than most through that section. And he sees me coming, he goes defensive, and that's excellent. I'm down with that. So that gives me a chance to take a more traditional sweeping line, get on the gas a little bit earlier than what I normally would get the chance to. And hopefully that's enough to stick with him and get a little benefit from the slipstream. Which I am getting some slipstream there. It's definitely helping. Again, I roll out a little bit more than most just there as I turn into the left-hander, so I can square up a little bit more and get on the gas a little bit harder. I definitely lose a car length or two doing that. There's no doubt. But in the real world, I feel like I gain that car length or two back about here, and it gives me a nicer run down the straight, which I kind of do need at the moment. Whoa! Where did that guy come from? Anyway, I'm going to assume he was serving a penalty because he's way over on the other side of the track. And we're up into 9th, guys. So we've gone from 16th up into 9th, and I feel like if I can just get this past our mate Mark Martin here by the end of the race, I'll be super happy with that. So I'm not trying to push any harder here. I'm actually trying to settle into sort of seeing his rhythm a little bit and seeing where is a good spot that I can make the pass cleanly and have it stick. So we'll see. I mean, I want to say that it's into this hairpin, but I think he'll go defensive again. Yep, and we'll see what we can do about making the old over and under, or at least over and up the inside. Nah, it's not going to happen. But we are a little closer that time. And I feel like it's only a matter of time, so I'm just sticking with him. Let the slipstream help. There's still I don't know if there's plenty of laps to go at this stage, but we've still got a little bit of time. Yeah, he's really lunged through there that time, which is not going to help him. And his tyres are too old to save him, so he's gone out wide. And we've gotten down the inside of him much earlier than what I did last time with the Lamborghini guys. So he absolutely knows I'm there, and he knows he made a mistake, so he knows that move was coming. Okay, so we are up into 8th place, and we've made 8 positions so far, which is excellent. I did not think we'd get anywhere near this guy in 7th place. Kylov, or however you pronounce his name, is an Australian guy. I didn't think we'd get this far up. He qualified in 3rd, so a long way ahead of me. But I feel like we're at the stage now where people who are having tyre difficulty are going to start to lose a little bit of pace. And so you never know, I might get the chance to catch him. Oh, by the way, guys, super sorry about how these videos have been filmed. So I'm literally just filming this video on my phone. I've saved the replay. I'm playing it back to you guys. I'm filming it on my phone so I can do some commentary. I'm really working on getting a USB mic and camera so that I can like stream the footage. You know, I know this is terrible quality, but it was a great race, so I want to put it up. I mean, you know, like, you know, 16th up into 8th is pretty fair. It's pretty decent. I'm not excellent, and I'm not saying that I am. I 100% am not saying that I am. But it's always good when you can make your way through the field. Oh yeah, see, he's aware that I'm there, or at least, you know, he's aware that he's offline and gone into it wide, and so he's doing everything he can to hold tight, but he's also aware that he needs to check the inside line because, you know, anything could have happened. Anyway, that gives us 7th position. Got a clean exit out of there, and I know he's struggling for tyres, so I feel like we'll be okay. Can I get a rear view? Yeah, we've already pulled a bit of ground on him there, just in that one corner, so we caught him fairly fast, and he was definitely struggling for tyres. and we've gapped him pretty comfortably. So in actual fact, 9th and 10th have caught him as well. So he's definitely struggling. Like I say, he qualified in 3rd, and he's just slipping back. But so we're fast through here. I usually use a little bit of curb on the inside to get the car to hang on there. Yep. And stay flat. And then we're down a couple of gears and try and work on feeding in the power. Hard on the gas. Try and get a good drive off that corner. It's getting harder and harder because the tyres are starting to protest a little, but all good. I don't think I'll have enough time left in this race now to really get any other positions, but we'll ride it out and we'll see what happens. Oh yeah! So yay! The guy in front of me's just picked up a penalty for track limits. So there's a chance, however slim, that I may catch him, and I am hard on the gas. I fear this actually might be the last lap. Yeah, it is. So he's serving his penalty as it goes across the line, and it's too late to benefit me. One more lap, and I think that penalty might have gotten me to the point where I could get into his slipstream and make some sort of a last lap dive. But excellent race to everybody. Really stoked with that one. Like I say, started from 16th, finished in 7th. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Look forward to the new weekly race, which for me will be a GR2 race at Fuji Speedway. Yep, keep an eye out for that race. Thanks for watching.